That's it. No more surprises. I'm done with the mystery thing for a while. I work way too hard for my money. Just throw it at the wall and keep hoping something sticks. So from now on, at least for a little while, we're going to hold off on the mystery boxes. No more BS. Today, we got 6 cents, and I know exactly what I'm unboxing for you today because I purposely paid for everything in these sacks behind me. So there's really no surprise. What I did was go on a 6 cents website, after my last video anyway. I got a little annoyed, so I hopped online, started cruising around. Ended up at 6 cents, and they were having a sale. What better time to buy stuff, right? So what I got here is their soft plastic garage sale sack. Regularly, it's like 69 bucks, and they had it on sale for 50 bucks. Not a bad deal. Best part is, on the website, it actually lists all down a row as to what comes in the bag. It's no mystery. The only mystery you're going to run into is what colors, because a lot of them are exclusive colors just to the sack, which, you know, in a way that's kind of cool. I do understand the marketing behind it and the business reasons behind the exclusive color thing. What sucks is, if I'm slaying them on this exclusive color, how do I get more of them? And that's something I need to look more into, and, you know, maybe some of these companies need to address. So, you notice I got a second one back here too. On 6 cents website, all their orders ship for $6. Or free shipping over $75, I believe. $75 is free shipping. So this bag is full of $27 worth of stuff that I bought, so I didn't have to pay $6 in shipping. And I'll be honest, I stand by that. So that's what we're going to start with. My free shipping sack, as I'm going to call it. Now, one slight surprise is I did not know they were going to send it in a sack, which is pretty great. So let's see what I bought just to avoid the shipping. Okay, first thing out of the pack, the Ned Fry. Okay, so this is the Ned Fry 4.6 in green pumpkin blue. And honestly, that's really the only reason I even bought it, because I don't need any more of these things. But if you know me, you know green pumpkin blue is one of my favorite colors to throw in anything that's like a worm or a creature or sometimes a trailer. When it comes to swim baits, I have different colors I like. But for the most part, green pumpkin blue works great for my waters. And that's why I bought these, because 6 cents happens to have one of my favorite versions of green pumpkin blue. As you can see, pretty deep green pumpkin, a lot of blue flake in there. These were actually on sale for $2.44, regularly $4. Not a huge sale, but sale enough not to pay for shipping. Next we got the Hogwalla. Now, I've always liked the Hogwalla. Very cool looking bait. Since it first came out, I actually grabbed myself a pack of these. I don't have this color yet, though. This is the color of baby crappie. And yeah, I mean, that's a pretty legitimate color. It's kind of like a laminate. You got that kind of, you know, iridescent, and I'm not sure how well the camera's picking it up, but you got this like iridescent kind of baby bass color going on the top, and it's a laminate. The bottom is a clear plastic with just a whole buttload of silver flake in it. Very, very cool color. I like this one a lot, and the Hogwalla has always worked well for me anyway. Generally, I do fish them in green pumpkin blue, but this is going to be another great color down here. Next, to help round out the free shipping sack, I picked up one of these bad boys, these Divine Swim Jigs. 3/8 of an ounce. They make, I mean, you know 6 cents. They make a real quality product when it comes to their terminal tackle. And again, this one was on sale. Normally, they are $6, and they were on sale for $3.88. So, not bad. Alright, let's pull this little rubber band off. Usually I wait until I get to the water for that, but what the heck. Decent little skirt. Always a good weed guard. That hook, I mean, nothing's ever going to get off of that hook. That is a super, super sharp hook. You got the little screw lock bait keeper on there, which I know is a giant, giant pain, but they're worth it. Once you get that soft plastic on, chances are it's not coming off until it gets torn off. These are great. Always been a big fan of these. And again, I didn't want to pay for shipping. Now the last item, I would have bought this, I think, anyway, just because of the sale price. The Trace. These things are awesome. Regular price on these is $35. They actually had these on sale over at the 6 cents website. I picked up this color, which was the gold reactor color, and I believe $16.88. Comes in a box. These things are cool. Let's check it out. Alright, look how fancy You know it's going to be either a really good bait or a really big gimmick when it comes in such fancy packaging. But check this thing out. 1, 2, 3 hard segments and a soft plastic tail. These are 1/0 treble hooks, I believe. This is the slow sink version. I mean, look at this thing. I'm excited. I'm real excited to play with this. Got the 6 cents logo up there on the top. Right here on the bottom, it tells you it's a slow sink version. I have stabbed myself, no kidding, like 6 times just trying to show you this bait. I am super, super stoked to throw this thing. And it actually even comes, if I can get this one out of the box here, with a spare tail. So I guess if this tail gets ripped off, I got a spare. And again, I paid 17 bucks for this thing. Well worth it. Ow. Very sharp hooks. So that concludes my free shipping sack. Okay, the soft plastic edition of the garage sale sack. I initially did start looking at the regular garage sale sack, but it was mostly hard baits. I've seen a lot of other unboxings. And down here in South Florida, I've only got about, if I'm lucky, 2 months out of the year I can throw a hard bait. Otherwise, it's basically just an underwater rake. So when I saw they had a soft plastic version and it was on sale, that's what I decided to go with. So let's see what we got. First thing we're pulling out, and again, I already know what's in here. Minus the colors, I know what's in here because it listed it on its website. I tell you guys, after the last few disappointments I've had, no more mysteries. All right, sun mask. Can't beat this. Always need these in South Florida, especially when you're on a boat, but even walking the bank. You guys don't see my face a whole lot when I'm walking the bank. During the summer, I usually have one of these on. Admittedly, when it's cooler or overcast, I always forget it or leave it in my tackle bag. But now that I got a fancy one by 6 cents, maybe I'll wear it more. Okay, next up. The braid swimming jig. 5/0 hook, 3/7 ounce. That was another thing I really liked about this. Most of the stuff I throw like this is going to be 3/7 ounce. So when I saw it was all 3/8, no brainer. Easy enough to jump on. Very, very similar. In fact, I'll be very honest with you guys. I'm not entirely sure of the difference. I do believe the only main difference between this and the Divine Swim Jig is that these are made for more of a heavy cover. But again, real nice. It's got the screw lock, same as the other one. I'm not going to open this one up because you already saw what it looked like then. So let's move on and see what's next. Alright, the first plastic I'm pulling out of here is the coupe. Now these are pretty neat. I haven't actually fished these yet, but I have seen them before. So basically, it's a tube. And if I can move some of these tentacles out of the way, you can see it's got a hollow body in there. It's basically just a tube, but it's got the body shape of a crawfish. Now this is an exclusive color, so I'm not 100% sure what they'd actually call it, but I'll tell you just by looking at it, it's a green pumpkin and it looks like it's got some black and orange flake in it. It's a pretty cool looking little critter. I like them. And now I've never actually fished tubes, but I just recently picked up a mold where I can make my own tube jigs. So when I saw that this thing included some tubes that I could try, I was pretty excited. And again, this is just a great looking little bait. I kind of almost wish it was solid body. I'd throw it on a Ned head. Very cool. Let's see what's next. Okay, next up, again in an exclusive color, is the Glitch 3.8. There's a bad looking little drop shot bait. I mean, look at this thing. It's got this little bulbous end on the tail. Not very big, 3.8 inches, and I don't know if the camera can pick it up or not, but it's got like these little eyes molded into the plastic. Orange with, I see some purple and some gold, some green flake. Pretty cool little color. I kind of wish it would just say not just exclusive, but would also tell me like what the name of the color is. I'm excited to fish these. These are a cool looking little soft plastic. It's not the only drop shot bait that's in this package. They also sent me a pack of the Juggling Minnow 4.0. Now this thing, slightly bigger profile, obviously, slightly bigger size, And this color is kind of cool. It's almost like an iridescent chartreuse on the bottom with a green pumpkin on top. This tail has this little ball, and I'm really trying hard to see if the camera will pick that up. That thing's going to have incredible action on a drop shot, and not just a drop shot. I bet if I just put this on a regular jig head, let's see. I have something over here. It kind of sort of fits the bill. One of the little jigs heads that I make. But if I were to put this just on the jig head and kind of bounce this thing across the bottom, I bet it'd do just as well. This is a cool little bait, the Juggling Minnow. Yeah, I might look into buying some more of these. These are cool looking. Okay, next up, the Bongo. Again, exclusive color. But it's basically a pretty awesome looking little crawfish. Now the color is obviously like a black plastic. It's got some green and blue and red and maybe whatever extra flake they had laying around. But it's got these great like swedges on the claws. These things are awesome. Those are going to move a whole bunch of water. I like these a lot. And I tell you what, these might be those trailers I was looking for. Let's see. I bet you if we were to rig this thing one way or the other, rig it vertical and get kind of that bait fish tail profile, or rig it like the crawfish and you get a whole different action. I bet you these would be great on the back of these swim jigs or even on a Ned rig. The Bongo. And what I believe is the last soft plastic in this bag is the 9.5 inch shaky worm. I'll be honest, I misread it. I thought it was a regular Divine shaky worm. I get those all the time. This is slightly bigger than I was expecting it to be, but it is an awesome looking bait. It's got that true to life like earthworm body shape. You go and you buy yourself a little tub of worms and that's what they look like. I mean, that is just fantastic with the shape of it. The color's pretty neat. Again, it's an exclusive color, so I'm really not sure. It kind of reminds me of the man's jelly worm, what was it, grape or black cherry or something like that. Kind of reminds me of that, but with some blue flake in there. This thing, right now, I don't know how well it would work, but come the summertime, I'm just going to probably peg this to a Texas rig and just drag it real slow across the bottom. And we'll see, but I bet you this thing gets nailed. Now, speaking of Texas rigs, they did send me a bunch of terminal tackle in this thing, which is pretty great. I got some of the drop shot hooks. They sent some 4/0 stout wide gap hooks. Fantastic. Some 3/0 flipping hooks. And a whole pack of these Divine worm weights. Let's see, they're all 1/4 ounce and there's 8 to a pack. So I gotta tell you, for $50, I'm pretty impressed with this. Finally, I was able to do an unboxing that I wasn't too upset about. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm kind of done with the blind unboxings for a while because it's really the way to go. Everybody works hard for their money. It's kind of nice to know what you're spending it on. And in a lot of the comments you guys have left me, 6 cents just keeps popping up and popping up and popping up. Obviously, I'm a fan anyway to begin with. So for $50, as I said, normally the garage sale sack was $82, somewhere around there. I'm looking down at my notes, somewhere around $82, and I picked it up for $50. So really hard to beat that. $50 for the garage sale sack, and then the low price of $27 to save $6 in shipping. Not just good looking, I'm smart too. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, watching another video. If you like this kind of stuff, please leave a like on this video and consider subscribing to my channel. I got a few more unboxings planned, some more fishing videos, some more jig making videos. I'm kind of trying out some new stuff this year, including some new camera equipment. So sorry if I'm not making eye contact the whole time. I'm still trying to figure everything out. I got blinding lights over here and cameras over there and cameras over there and something else over there that I'm not even sure what it is, but apparently it's blinking red. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I'll see y'all in the next one.